This week, we are going to do something fun. For Thanksgiving, we've got an all-day touchdown parlay with one player from each team across the 3 games on Thursday. I'm pretty excited for this. Dave, take it away.
Yep, so I've dubbed this the Turkey Trot TD parlay at plus 101.51 odds. So you're getting over 100 to 1 odds here. Please bet this very lightly and responsibly, because if you hit this, you're good for the whole season, frankly. So what we've done, as Greg mentioned, is pick one player from each team here, and I'll pull them up and just go through some of the logic and reasoning between each guy. A bit of a mix of top probabilities, edges, and some good matchups in here, most of which we've already touched on. And this is kind of the coming to fruition of our Thanksgiving slate preview. So without further ado, here we go. Starting off with Amon-Ra St. Brown. He is the highest TD probability in this parlay, second highest of his game. He got Jahmyr Gibbs at 70% in that, but pretty healthy juice, minus 220 or so for a touchdown. So we're going to go with Amon-Ra here. Pretty good Packers defense, but they're going to have to get more than just Gibbs going, I think, to hang in this game. And as you mentioned, it's a very important game. 10 plus targets in 5 of his last 6. Should see that volume again with us projecting him for 6.8 receptions. At plus money with over a 50% probability, you get a little bit of an edge here on the Sun God. Following him in the same game, we're sticking with the passing game in this entire thing. Christian Watson. He's the lowest probability of the parlay here. So if that scares you off, feel free to leave him out, and no one will think less of you for it. 12 targets over the past 2 weeks. He's been a focal point since returning. 5 targets and 7 targets in his past 2 games were both season highs at the time. Lions have been a little vulnerable to wide receiver scoring. 21 passing touchdowns allowed this year, and a little bit of a murky outlook for the Packers running game with Josh Jacobs' injury and Emmanuel Wilson's volume up in the air. So we're going to ignore that or avoid that rather, and go with Christian Watson to get his 3rd touchdown in the past 3 weeks. Shifting to Cowboys Chiefs, Rashee Rice, as mentioned, probably in line for a big game here against the Cowboys, who, while improved on defense, still give up big wide receiver performances. Could and should realistically see similar usage to A.J. Brown from this past week. He's coming off a 141-yard game. Should see plenty of downfield opportunities. Mahomes is our top projected quarterback of the week, so why not take his top projected wide receiver to get a touchdown? George Pickens, good passing defense here for the Kansas City Chiefs, but the Cowboys have used George Pickens as the go-to in their offense pretty much all season, emerging even more so when CeeDee Lamb was sidelined, and he has not really relinquished any of that volume. 140 yards and a touchdown in back-to-back games, 9 plus targets in 4 straight games, catches of 40 plus in 4 games this year, gets a model edge with his fair odds at plus 130 and a 43% probability. Going to the night game, Jamar Chase, he's back. Burrow's back. Got to go with his top target, who's at nearly 50% to score, our 2nd highest projected wide receiver of the week. Burrow should look to feed his favorite target against the Ravens team that, again, getting healthier, but still let Tyrod Taylor go for 220 and a TD last week. Joe Burrow should be able to find his man downfield and connect for a score. Almost 50% probability here. Just about even money. Pretty good one for this. And finally, Mark Andrews. As mentioned, Bengals are as bad as it gets versus tight ends. Lamar has been shaky lately, but Mark Andrews is his safety net. This is a good spot for him. 3 receiving touchdowns in his past 4 games, plus the fake tush-push TD. Highly unlikely we see something like that, but he's still found the end zone 4 times in the past 4 weeks, which can't be ignored. And like I said, great defensive matchup for tight ends in this one. Plus 101.51 on DraftKings. Let's see if we can hit this big one. At least ride it out a little bit to the end and, cash in. Thanksgiving. Dimers model. Touchdowns.
It would be a special Thanksgiving followed by a special Black Friday if I hit this level parlay and that hits the account and I can go straight to the store and take care of the family's presents. That would be just lovely day. Hopefully you powered us to it. Hopefully we can celebrate together next week when we come back to this show. I'm in. Add it to the list.